So here we go again, my fandingos. It's Saturday night and we're back out on another serious stealth camp. Serious. Rights. Mandingo. Hey mate, do us a favour. Sellers, your jawbone. Your jawbone. So welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show, Mandingos, and thank you for joining me on another stealth camping adventure. Today I'm in the town of Gateshead, which is not far away from Newcastle. It's only like a 20-minute drive away from where I live in the stunning city of Sunderland. I'm on this massive retail park which basically has everything. You've got furniture shops, pet shops, you've got the range over there, you've got a big Asda supermarket there, guys. Beyond that, you've got other shops like Smith's Toy Shop, you've got McDonald's there, Toby's Carvery, Pizza Hut, and then the Metro Centre is the biggest shopping mall in the northeast of England, where you've basically got everything in there. Thousands of shops, restaurants, pubs, cinema, tenpin bowling, you name it, the Metro Centre has got it. What you've also got here, guys, on this massive retail park, you might be able to see it there, just over this kate bush, is IKEA. Oh yes, IKEA, Denmark's most famous superstore, and that's where we're looking at doing a camp. Obviously not inside IKEA, but when you go through the car park, guys, over there, we're going to try and get in them bushes somewhere over there, guys. You better believe we are. It's now 7:10 at night and IKEA is open until 8 o'clock. So yeah, there's still quite a few cars parked up in the car park. I thought it might have been a bit quieter than this. So yeah, let's take a mooch up here, the old London Gooch. We'll pass the main door. We'll walk round in a circle to the bush. Make sure no one's looking before we make a move for it. So guys, it's going to be more of the same. This Mandingo is going to be drinking a few beers. We're going to be having a few shots of whiskey. Yes, I've got a lovely bottle of American bourbon. You know, it makes total sense. I've got some nice food to cook. The old Captain Kluski. Loads of snacks. And as usual, guys, get your words out, Chris. We're going to talk loads of shite. Well, I'll bring you legends back when we've walked round there and we're looking for a spot in the old bush. How are we? Ah. This is the way I normally go in to get a hot dog and fries and meatballs. You know what I'm talking about. Just come around the side of you, folks. There was a guy who works there who's probably giving me the eyeball. So I'm just making sure I'm totally out the way of him, just in case he's watching me going over there in Inzy Bush. I don't want to get busted blood vesseled before we even get started. My mouth is as dry as an unsnatcheroonie and I'm dying for a nice German beer. Right guys, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to hang around in this bus stop for a few seconds. I'm going to play Cool in the Gang. The old Cool in the Gang bang. And then when I get that feeling no one's looking, straight in the bush, bag off, beer, ricicles. There's one of the workers there, guys, kicking the trolleys in. As soon as he buggers off, that's our time to go for it. We have hit a little problem, folks. I'm just going to turn the camera around and you'll see a security guy. I think the bloke who I said was giving us the eyeball has been in touch with security, because he's came out and he stood there and he thinks I can't see him. So I've got my rucksack on. If he comes over and asks me what I'm doing, I'm just going to say I'm going camping over the Lake District and I'm waiting for my friend to come and pick us up. So you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, let's just play it cool for a bit, see if he buggers off. If not, we're going to have to leave the car park altogether and then come back when the coast is clear. I'll bring you back when something's happening. Come on then, my Mandy Dingles. Security guys just walked away. He was turning back and looking at us, so I don't know if he's gone for more security. I don't know what he's up to. Definitely onto us. Let's just slowly go down here. There should be a nice little gap in the bush. There I noticed the other day. No one looking. Let's get in, guys. Let's get in. There's the old bush dingo. Oh yes, we're in. And this is the way of the Mandingo. You better believe it is. Right folks, I need to get this Baghdad off my old Baccaroony. We won't be setting any gear up yet. Get my big fat hairy spotty arse sat down on the ground and let's get a nice beer. Nice. Cheers, guys. Kind of like a nice German beer when you're out in a serious stealth camp, guys. It's now 7:45 at night and IKEA shuts at 8, but all the happy shoppers could still be coming out till about 8:30. Who knows? Big nose. Aye, so I'm not going to get any of my gear out yet. I'm going to just sit and enjoy a nice couple of canned dingoes. I might as well take this chance while I'm sober and I'm not waffling a load of shite to answer a little question. It's regarding the Blot Outdoor Show merch shop. A lot of you legends might not even realise there's a merch shop. People keep saying all the time, Mandingo, you need to get some t-shirts made, you need to do this, you need to do that. And I'll reply back and I'll say, I've already had a merch shop now for like a year and a half, something like that. Every video, I always leave a link in the comment section. So if you go to comment on the video, the first comment you should see, there'll be some links there, and one of the links is for the merch shop. And then I always leave it in the video description as well. But anyway, the question is, when is there going to be some new merch coming out? You know, like novelty style t-shirts, hoodies, sweaters, kids t-shirts, ladies t-shirts, you know, like in hoodies and sweaters and drinking mugs and all different stuff. People have noticed that for the last year and a half. I've had the same designs. There's quite a few different designs, guys. But when is there going to be some new ones? I shall tell you in a few seconds. Yeah, so I'm expecting that to happen in the next couple of weeks. So one of the designs is going to be the glove of self-love. Then there's a one that's got my ugly face with me hand shouting, "Hey mate." I think that'll be a popular one. There's been loads of people asking for that. Then there's a one with Little Mick's face. Short and sweet, this one, with the words piss. If you've been watching the videos long enough, guys, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't, go back and catch up with the videos of a year ago, 2 years ago. Piss. And you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, that one's going to have Little Mick. And then there's going to be one more. Yeah, it's me again, with my hand like that. But this time the writing says, sellers, your jawbone. Hey mate, sellers, your jawbone. So yeah, these are kind of the main ones that people have been asking for. So if you've been asking for it, Mandingos, this Mandingo delivers. You know, it makes sense. So yeah, any time in the next couple of weeks, them should be out. I'll let you know. I'll keep you informed. Yeah, so it's not just t-shirts. Someone just pushing trolleys, but when you're sitting here it sounds really loud. Makes you think they're closer than what they really are. Yeah, so it's not just going to be t-shirts. It's t-shirts, sweatshirts, I think long sleeve t-shirts, hoodies, kids hoodies, kids t-shirts, ladies t-shirts, something else as well. I can't quite remember. And there's loads of different colour choices, and then there's loads of different sizes, from kids, and then to small adults up to like triple XL, I think. So yeah, it's a massive selection of colours, sizes, and loads of different designs. 4 designs coming out soon. I'll tell you once again, the glove of self-love, me saying, hey mate, Little Mick with piss wrote on, and me again with sellers, your jawbone. So yeah, I think your legends might want to snap them up. Christmas is coming up as well. Why am some salesman? Yes guys, there you go. And also very soon, like the sports range of clothes, you know, like an outdoorsy range of clothes is coming out, but that's called Total Sense. So it'll say Total Sense, and then there'll be like a mountain backdrop, but that's more like an outdoorsy type of clothes. It's a different type of t-shirt. It's like, you know, like the airy type of t-shirt you get. You know when you get like Berghaus style t-shirts, proper outdoorsy, stretchy, airy, ideal for hiking up the hills like what I do, and wild camping. So with that, there's going to be t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts, fleeces, waterproof jackets, stretchy, outdoorsy pants. The old stretchy, outdoorsy panty girdle, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, exciting times on the Blot Outdoor Show. I will keep you absolute legends informed over the next couple of weeks. Yes, shouldn't be very long. And for the outdoorsy stuff, trying to keep the prices down, looking for like an outdoor range of clothing that's affordable for the average man on the street, if you know what I'm talking about, guys. For example, like the t-shirts, I think the outdoorsy t-shirt, you know, like a proper outdoorsy type breathable t-shirt with the Total Sense logo on, I think they're like £16.50, which I think that's like a fair price. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, that's enough of me talking shite. I think someone's just at the car over there, so we'll press stop in the old camaraderie, and I'll bring you back in a few Winnie Mandelas. Rice cakes.
Hey mate. Hey mate. Sell us your flat pack wardrobe.
So there we go, folks. That's about it for the happy shoppers. I think the last few cars there, it'll just be the workers who should be leaving very soon. Cheers, guys. I've still got to be really careful. Something I've just realised. You've got this metal fence here, and then 2 feet back, well, about 3 or 4 foot, you've got a wooden fence, and behind that fence is the back of a hotel. I think it's a hotel. And the workers from that hotel have been coming out and standing there on a cigarette break, and I can hear them talking. So if I can hear them, they're going to hear me when I'm smash burgered and I'm talking shite. So just when you think I'm on easy street and the coast is clear, I'm going to have to be really careful about people through their evenings. Oh yes. Okay guys, when I bring you back, I'm going to show you all my food and drink for tonight. Rice.
Hey, mate.
Alrighty guys, I'm just coming away from where I was sitting. You know, where I'm leaning against the fence. Sorry if there's no good light. I haven't put the torch yet on my selfie stick. Cheers, Mandingo. I've had to come down here to talk to you because, like I said, that hotel, I've got like a metal mesh fence behind me, and then about 3 foot, 4 foot behind that there's a wooden fence, and beyond that there's a hotel. Now I've been here a couple hours now, over a couple hours. I've just been sitting chilling, haven't done much recording, I'm on my 3rd can dingo of German beer. I've had a few shots of whiskey, just getting myself in the mood for recording on the old camaraderie. But while I've been sitting chilling, you know, like sitting in silence, I can hear all different people that keep coming out the side door to the hotel for a cigarette, or maybe it's just some fresh air because it's really warm in the northeast of England at the minute. And I've been peeping through the gap. The camera's not picking it up. Someone's coming here, guys, and everyone that's coming through is either French-speaking African or English-speaking African, but obviously you can tell they've got a strong accent. I'll have to bring you back because there's a guy going, oh shit, what the fuck was that? I tell you what, this German beer is really nice. Mahon. It's the first time I've had it. I was in Sainsbury's today, and I don't normally buy me camping food from Sainsbury's, but I was doing a little bit shopping with Mrs. Blot, with the sexy bot, and I thought, oh, while I'm here, I'll get me bits and pieces in. Yes, it costs a little bit more than Aldi's, but let's push the boat out, as they say in the doing. And I grabbed these, Mahon, German beer, not bad at all. Very soon, guys, I'm going to show you all my Scrandaniels, the old Jack Scraniels, if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's been a good idea to come out here. You can see we have got, obviously, IKEA here. I don't know what that building is. Some sort of business. Business. Oh, suits you, sir. Oh, suits you. Oh, business. Oh. There's a hotel there, and that's what I'm talking about. Obviously, I'm in the bushes. Well, I don't know if I'm in there or I'm in there. I'll have to figure that out. Pardonski, as we go along. There's a car over there. There's definitely people in, because they've just pulled up and they had the lights on. And now they're sitting. They're probably having a little smoke on the old Colombian woodbines, if you know what I'm talking about. Let's just look down there. No one's around. Let's get back in the old bush, guys. The old bush dingo. Okay. Next time I bring it back, I'll definitely show you all my food and drink. Icicles. Alrighty, my fan sexualities. Time to show you my food and drink for tonight. Here we go, guys. I'm on my 4th can now of German beer. The Who. It's not bad. Like I say, I was in Sainsbury's with Mrs. Blot today and I seen this and I thought I'll give it a bash. It's not the best beer I've ever had. It's certainly not the worst. Little ding dang do for this mandingo. You better believe it will. Oh, just trying to get it in the pocket of my chair. There you go, guys. It's in. Right, well, let's get straight on with the main meal for tonight. This is from Iceland. Chicken and chorizo. The old Derrick chorizo. Pasta. Cooked. Meals in minutes. Winnie Mandelas. Cooked in minutes. Cooked in Winnie Mandelas. So, that shouldn't take long to cook tonight. Sorry guys, I'm just keeping a look out because there must be like a pathway through there and people keep passing by. So that is going to be a meal fit for the mandingo. You better believe it. For snackaroonies, we have got a steak, video nasty. We've got some German sausage selection. A good old sausage fest. 3 different flavouroonies. Yes, guys. We have also got a pork and caramelised onion, Scotch egg, the old Dr. leg, and from Sarah and Liam, who were on holiday in Crete, a couple of legends from the city of Sunderland that give me 2 little bottles of Raki. You better believe they have. Now, I'm not going to do a review on them, so sorry Sarah and Liam, I've got no knowledge at all on Raki. Whiskey's my thing. I've been doing the odd brandy review and a few rum review skis, but I will certainly enjoy these and I'll bring you back when I'm enjoying them and I'll give you another shout out once again. So thank you, you couple of legends. We've got some Haribos which I took out on my last wild camp and I didn't eat them, so we will enjoy them, guys. What else have I got? fuzzy world famous Wasky over you. A little bit less than half a bottle. I brought half a bottle out. I've been having a few shot dingos. Texas 45 placenta 1835 bourbon. Now I'm not going to tell you yet who's bought me that. I've got a lovely note that came with this Wasky, so I will tell you about that very soon. I'm chuffed to bits. You better believe I am. Right guys, I've showed you all my shit, my snacks, my drinks, my main meal. I am now going to finish my German beer off. Well, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. In fact, it's time for a nice little snackaroni. So I'm going to have this German cooked sausage selection, and I'm going to wash that down with a nice German beer. And while we're talking about the German guys, while we're talking about the Germans, I should say, I am now going to say Fabrik Belgique, as they say in the back streets of Berlin. Oh, hell, man. Cheers, mandingos. Right. Yes, my fandingos. It's time for a nice little snackaroni. On the old German sausage. It's a shame young Chris isn't with me tonight. I know he spent a good 8 months in Berlin and he enjoyed quite a bit of German sausage, if you know what I'm talking about. But this is what it's all about, guys. German sausage, American bourbon, Texas 1835. Massive thank you to the lovely couple who sent me this. Don't worry, I'm going to give you a big shout out soon. I've got your note that you sent us and I will read that out. Yes. Honestly, it just touches me sometimes how unbelievable my subscribers can be. You think it's just a UK thing, but it's not. There's people all over the world watching, and that's just like, it baffles me how a ugly fat bloke with a face a dog wouldn't lick and a big fat hairy spotty arse, yes, I've already said that tonight, can have people from all over the world watching us. I'm so humbled. Why I'm some Anthony Joshua. I'm humbled. Oh yes, so humbled. Honestly guys, you can tell there's nothing special about this mandingo. I am just quite happy sitting here in the old bush dingo, enjoying a few cheap sliced German meats. It's not even German meat, is it? It says German meats in the packet. Probably has been made in Bradford or somewhere like that. Fresh out of a factory in Glasgow or something like that. Straight in the packet, German meat. But I tell you what, it tastes very nice. It tastes very rice. That's it. It's all gone dingo, mandingos. as I see in the back streets of Brooklyn. But we have still got loads of wasky. Oh yes, my pansexualities. So we are going to get more smash burger. Wasky review coming later on. I haven't even got my stuff laid out yet. There's me bivvy there. I'm going to lay that out down there, guys. I think I'll do that in a few seconds when I press stop on the old camaraderie. You better believe it. This is a proper back to basics blot outdoor show stealth camp. Obviously I haven't been waffling on about the nice man, the bobbin man and Gareth Southgate. Just a proper back to basics, like the good old days of the blood outdoor show when I didn't used to say oh. I've always said that, so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Right. There you go, folks. That's my bivvy, all laid out. Sleeping bag, mattress, everything is inside, ready for me to be nice and snug as a bug in a rug later on. Yes. I have got a couple of drinks kindly given to me from Sarah and Liam, a couple of legends from the city of Sunderland. We have got from Crete, from their holiday, 2 bottles of Raki. We've got a lemon one and spillage, a normal one and a lemon one, the old Keith lemon. I'm no expert in Raki, so I'm not going to do like a review on it like I do with Wasky, but I'll certainly drink it. Cheers to you, 2 legends. Certainly a nice little chest warmer. Sarah and Liam, thank you, you absolute legends. This is just what I need now on a serious stealth camp. It's very late, but I am having to be quiet still. There must be a cut through there because as people keep walking past.
Hey, mate.
Oh yes, my pansexualities. Time to answer another question before we do the world famous Wasky Reviewski. You know, makes sense. Oh, that's nice. Texas bourbon. Very soon I'm gonna tell you who bought me this and read a little note that came with it. Very nice. Something different on the Blood Outdoor Show. Yes. Before we do that, we might as well answer a little question. The question is, when am I going to grow up and act like an adult? When am I going to stop behaving like a stupid idiot? If you know what I'm talking about. And this is quite a popular question that I get off a lot of people. Well, the quick answer is it's never going to happen. I'm never going to grow up. I'm never going to be a sensible adult, a sensible human being ski. I'm always going to be a bit of an idiot. And that's just the way it's been. Since I was at school. Even then, people said to us, when you're going to grow up? And I just thought, oh, right, fair enough, I'm only 15, 16. It's a normal thing to be said to you. And then when you get to 20 and people say it, you think, oh well, maybe people are just grown up and maturing a little bit faster than what I am. And then when you're in like your mid-20s and you're with like your ex-girlfriend, you know, whoever I was with before Mrs. Blood, and you're in like a little bit of an argument. When you're gonna grow up? When you And then maybe in the early days of being with Mrs. Blood,
With the sexy bod.
when you're gonna grow up? Mrs. Blood's cool. She knows the score. She knows what she was getting into when you start going into me. She knows now. I ain't ever grown up, but that's not a bad thing. Once you grow up, guys, you get old and boring. And you don't find things funny that you should find funny. Doesn't matter how old you get, stay young. Yes, you've got responsibilities. That's why Mrs. Blood loves me. We are getting old. That's granted. But I've got responsibilities. I've got my kid, the best son in the world, my boy. Preston, if you're watching, I love you, son. I've got my 2 stepdaughters. I've got 3 grandkids. And I'm there. I'm a real man. I am there for my kids and my grandkids. But away from that, I'm fun time Frankie, if you know what I'm talking about. I like to have a good time. And that's what you need to do to keep yourself on your toes, keep yourself active, feeling fresh. Don't be old fart. Get up, get out. It's all good for the old mental health ski. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm enjoying these sweets. You know, I don't eat anything like this in the house. I normally only bring them out on a wild camp, and I brought these out on Wednesday night on my last wild camp, and I didn't eat them, so that's why I've got them tonight. Anyway, come on. I'm getting hungry and I'm getting thirsty for a world famous Wasky review. So when I bring it back, that's what we're going to do. I don't know which way we're going to do it,
But one way or another, we're going to have some scrandingo, and we're going to do world famous Wasky with you. So, on my last note, don't ever grow up. Always stay young. Always have a laugh. Yes, keep your responsibilities that you've got to have as a man, but always have a good laugh and a good time. Right. Why I'm deep. Matron. Oh, it's the glove of self-love. Ah. Ah. Oh yes, my fandingos. You know what time it is. Wasky time. And this is what we've got this week from a couple of legends by the name of David and Karen Turnbull. Cheers, my Mandy Dingles. Texas 1835 bourbon, 45%. Not much left, as you can see, guys, but definitely enough for the world famous Wasky with you. Get that popped in, the old famous cup dingo, Mandingos. Oh yes, that's all we need, guys. We don't need any more than that. A little bit of a spillage on top of the bivouac. I will suck that off later on. Amazing. Oh, let's get the old big around here, guys. Oh, very sweet. Very, very sweet. If you imagine, like, I'm guessing everyone, even if you're not a Wasky drinker, you've all tried a Jack Daniels or even a Jim Beam. I prefer Jim Beam actually to a Jack Daniels, but I think everyone's tried a Jack Daniels. So can you imagine that sweet smell? That's what you've got, but with a little bit extra. Let's give that swirl around. A little bit extra, I would say, brown sugar. Brown sugar, just like I knew you would now, baby. Brown sugar. Oh yes, why I'm some John Lennon. Yeah, very sweet. Sugary, like I said, brown sugar. But quite a bit of an oakiness to it as well, like a dark oak sniff dingo. Yeah, but that sweet smell, that sweet bourbon smell. Sorry guys, bourbon smell. It's not called bourbon, it's called bourbon. Alright mate, fair enough. You're right. He's right this time. Bourbon. That's enough of the sniffing. Let's get on with the taste and tricycles. Having a quick look outside, guys. Make sure there's no one walking past. Oh, but that is, oh, warming the old gum dingoes up. There's a few spices in there. It's not watery at all. and I mentioned Jack Daniels, and I mentioned Jim Beamski, and after the first couple of tastes, I've got to say, that is definitely of a higher quality. I know Jim Beam, sorry guys, I know Jack Daniels isn't a bourbon. I'm just talking about American whiskies, and the first two names I always think of is Jack Daniels and Jim Beam. And there's loads and loads of American whiskies that are far superior to Jim Beam and Dak Daniels. Dak Daniels, yes. Dak Daniels might actually be the best. No, you know what I'm talking about, guys. Everyone always just thinks of them one straight away. And there's loads more that's even better. And I can tell you now straight away after the first couple of tastes, this is a higher quality bourbon or a higher quality American whiskey than a Jim Beam or a Jack Daniels. Let's get on with it, guys. Sorry if I'm boring you, but that's just the way it goes on the Blood Door Show. I did have someone comment the other day saying, I love your videos, Mandingo, but your whiskey reviews are boring, and I just always skip through that bit. Right, fair enough. just skip through the whiskey review if that's what you want to do. I've been doing the whiskey reviews now for that long. As far as anyone's concerned, I've always done it. It was only the very first few videos I didn't do the whiskey review, so yes, I appreciate all you legends watching. Let's get on with this. Not watery, quite smooth. Maybe a little bit of a aniseed or aniseed mixed in with a whiskey, like a licorice. Aniseed, whiskey, licorice, all mixed in together. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. Why I'm some lyrical genius. Oaky, a dark, yeah, a dark oak, but it has got the typical, as you would expect with all American bourbons, it's got a caramel, it's got a vanilla, it's got a smoothness about it. You're going to get that with every bourbon, and that is guaranteed. A guaranteed steak meal, if you know what I'm talking about. But going with the vanilla, the caramel, the sweetness, for me, grass or something in there, like a licorice, like an aniseed. You know, you get like aniseed candy, all mixed in. Very nice indeed. Massive thank you once again, David and Karen Turnbull. I'm going to give that a better than average, and not a spectacular, but a very respectable. I would say this is like a really good score. 8.8. Oh yes, double eights, as I say in the doodling. 8.8 out of 10 dingo mandingos. You know what I'm talking about. This is serious stealth camping rice cakes. Oh. Food is cooking away, guys. Shouldn't be too long. A cheap meal from Iceland. Chicken and chorizo pasta. There's loads left in there still. So there's plenty to go between two people if you're thinking about bringing this on a camping meal. That is steaming away. I am absolutely Hank Marvin now. It's been a few hours since I've had something to eat. Well, I tell a lie. I've been eating me snacks. I mean, it's been a few hours since I've had a nice hot meal, if you know what I'm talking about, guys. Oh yes. This is going to be a meal fit. Fuzzy Mandingo. I'll bring you back when I'm sitting in my camouflage Trekology camping chair. And we are diving into a nice pasta with chicken and chorizo. Ricicles. Yes, my fan sexualities. Time to get stuck in to some lovely scrandingo. Chicken, chorizo and tomato pasta. Oh yes, the full packet couldn't go in this pansexual. Sexual. If you want the same meal, guys, get yourself to Iceland. They've got loads of different things like this. Oh. And that is piping hot. That just shows what you can do with a little pan dingo. If you're cooking this in the house, on your stove, on your oven, it'll be cooked in 2 or 3 minutes. Lovely, jubbly. Look at that. Steaming hot pasta with chicken and chorizo, tomatoes. Oh yes. Oh, that's supposed to be chicken that's on there. Whether it is, we will decide on another day, Mandingos. As you can see, I am thoroughly enjoying this, guys. So while I am enjoying this, we might as well take the chance to say a big fat mega thank you to all you absolute legends who have supported the Blood and Door show over this last week. Oh. Honestly, guys, you don't have to do it. Like I always say, thumbs up, leave a comment. That'll ding dang do for this Mandingo. You just watching my videos means all the way to me. I'm over the moon with that. Look at, I'm sitting here eating a frozen Iceland meal, and I feel like I'm the king of the castle, sitting in a bush by the side of the IKEA superstore. You know what I'm talking about, Mandingos. You know it makes total sense. Thank you, you absolute legends. There's your names. Oh. Thank you, you absolute legends. There's your names down there and down there. And don't ever forget that I love each and every one of you more than anything in the world. I love anyone that watches my channel. Yes, you better believe I do. You could be watching anything on the old internet. God, you've got everything, haven't you, on YouTube? When it comes to camping, there's a million channels that's better than mine. I give you more in-depth information on camping equipment and this, that and the other. All I do is talk a load of shite, drink whiskey and eat bad food. If that's what you like, cheers, Mandingos. Tune in next week to the Blot Outdoor Show rides. There you go, guys. Oh, spillage. Good morning, Mandingos. 9:45. Yeah, 9:45. That's the best I've slept for a long time. Me love you long time, honey. I need to get up and I need to get cracking, get packed away. Mrs. Blot starts work at 12. So I want to get home and spend half an hour with my beautiful wife before she goes to work. Oh, I feel a little bit rough as well. That might be because I've slept longer than normal. That happens, doesn't it? Sometimes when you sleep a little bit too long, you can feel a bit groggy. Right, guys, I'm going to get up. I'm going to get a bottle of water down the hatch. I'll bring you back in a second. Alrighty, my spam dingoes, that's me all packed away. Baghdad, ready to put on my old macaroni, bin diesel, with my shite, my rubbish, my rhubarge, the old rhubarge and crumble. As you can see, that's where I had the bivouac, that's where I went to sleep last night. Car park's just starting to fill up on this Sunday morning. It's now time for me to get that on my back, make like a train split, and get out of Dodge City. Away, let's get cracking. Come on then, guys, let's get out of Dodge. No one around. Here we go. Oh yes, another successful stealth camp completed. You better believe it is, Mandingos. Lice.
Sell us your Danish meatballs. So there we go, my fan sexualities. That's it. That's the end of this week's stealth camping video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've had an absolutely fantastic time as usual. You better believe I have. If you have enjoyed it, guys, please give me a big thumbs up and leave a comment. It really does help the channel. And please join me on the next one, which will be Wednesday night, where you will see me back out in a lovely location doing a wonderful Wednesday night wild camp. You know, it makes sense. Next Friday for another takeaway review, and obviously next Sunday for another serious stealth camp. You know what I'm talking about, and you know it makes absolute, complete, total sense. Right.
Oh, matron.
You know, it's make total sense, mate. Very nice.